Hi, and how are ya? This is Kelsey with Kelleezielke Things, and this is Flosstube episode 8. Hi, I'm back. It feels so long since I have filmed, and it kind of has been. I did a stitch along. It was actually 2 weeks ago. I just posted it like last week. But I feel like I haven't sat down and done a Flosstube in forever. So I have so much to share today. It's actually crazy. I shouldn't go more than a week without doing a Flosstube because I just enjoy sharing with you guys, and I love getting your feedback, and I just love your ideas that you give me. So many of you have been sending me Flosstubes to watch, movie recommendations, book recommendations, TV shows, places where I can find free cross stitch, just so many things. And so I have so much to share, and I'm just so excited to be back. I really am. I have a cold, but I'm doing okay. I just have a sore throat, so I will be drinking all the tea today. Hopefully you don't mind. I don't really have notes today because I was just so excited I couldn't sit down last night and create some notes. So I'm gonna try and do segments, kind of what I normally do, but I'm gonna be sharing a lot more other crafts today in this video, so I will save them to the end and I'll let you know when I'm gonna talk about them. So if you're not interested in other crafts that I do, you can just get off. So I will obviously start with cross stitch. So I'm going to start with what I've been working on, and I feel like I've done a lot of stitching, but then I'm also oh, I really don't. Oh, actually I have an FFO, so hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. I forgot I had an FFO. So if you watched my stitch along, I was stitching on this Heart and Hand needle art Merry Making Mini Merry Christmas. I just loved how retro it looked and loved everything about it. And so here's my finish. I did it on Peach Rose Lugana by Zweigart, 36 count, and I love 36 count now. Did I do it? Yes, 2/2. And these are beads that came in the kit. And I had this frame. I did some janky work to it because it's oval, it doesn't sit up and you have to mount it somewhere. Well, I didn't really want to mount it anywhere. So I did some janky little, this is my lace work, by the way. See how good it is? I did just 2 little pieces of wood, and it had these little slots, just like this one, and I just shoved the piece of wood in there and I glued it, and I made a little stand, and so now it just sits, and so it sits on my TV stand. So it's probably not a permanent fix, but I wanted to get it up and displayed for Christmas, so that is that. And this is some Happy Mail. Now, I just looked up who gave it to me, and the packaging, there was no note, and the packaging just had an initial with a last name, and I don't want to say the last name because I haven't been able to track her down to get information from her or him, but it's L and then their last name. So if you sent me this along with all this other stuff I'm gonna go over with later, let me know. I'll get back to this whole Happy Mail thing in a minute, but let me know who you are because I would love to. I went through my email. I must have given her my address, so I went through my emails and I couldn't find an L attached to somebody who I gave my address to. So I'm really sorry that I don't know who you are. I am planning on writing thank you notes to all these people who give me stuff, and I just haven't gotten to it yet. So you'll get a thank you note for sure. But yeah, in the meantime, I'd love to know who you are. So if you are, just if you did send me this and some other stuff, just comment below. Okay, so let me continue with my whips. I'll do what I've been working on the most, and then I'll go to the least. Let's just do it that way. Okay, so the most. I've really only been stitching on 3 things. That was my finish, so that was 4, and then well, it was 3. Anyways, I've really wanted to get my fish done for my husband. So this is my fish. If I have a picture, I will attach it here of where I was last time you saw it. And now, let's take it out of the... I keep it actually in. I normally take my stuff out of my Q-snaps and my hoops because a lot of you had said, like, it's just a good idea. So I normally do that, but I have been stitching on these 2 things, like, very recently, so they are still in their Q-snaps. Sorry about all the chaos. All right, so here is my fish. Let's do it like this. There we go. So I have made a lot of progress. It is slow going. I still don't, I don't think I'm gonna finish it before Christmas, but it's getting there. And like, you can tell what it is now, which is like really exciting. I think you could always tell it was a fish before because of the fins and stuff, but now it's like you can really tell what it is. So there's that. My husband's actually really excited about it, which makes it's just really cute. But he knows that I'm probably not gonna finish it by Christmas. Okay, and then after my finish, I started another Christmas thing. So I'm kind of following Flosstabilities, and into the new year, I'm gonna really follow her strategy, and maybe she got it from somebody else, but regardless, Flosstabilities, Lauren from Flosstabilities, kind of does, she has her projects. I think she does 8 at a time, 6 or 8, can't remember. And she has allotted days for those things, and she spins a wheel, and whatever number it lands on, that's what she works on for however many days she has allotted for that project. So when she finishes a Christmas ornament, she starts another Christmas ornament. When she finishes a full coverage, she starts another full coverage. So she's always doing like an ornament, a full coverage, a small, what she calls normal, which is just like, I don't know, an everyday, not full coverage, not small, you know, in between, and so on. She'll do like an Easter sew, and then, you know, whatever, Christmas sew. So that's I'm kind of gonna follow that philosophy because I like to be in order and get things done, and I like organization, so I like that. So when I finished that Merry Christmas ornament, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start another Christmas. So not necessarily an ornament, but just a small. And this was sent to me by my Australian friend. I had shared it with you guys a while ago. She had sent me all these little Lizzie Kate snippets, is what they're called. And this one is called A Good Night Santa. And it says, into all a good night. In perfect Kelsey fashion, I started this on a really small piece of fabric. The ironic part is that I cut this off of the largest piece of fabric you could ever see. And I measured it, and I gave it 2 inches on all the sides. And somehow, I don't know what I did wrong. So it says it was going to be a 6x6 design on 28 count. Well, I think this is like 24 count. So obviously it's going to be slightly larger. I did not take that into account. And this says to use 2/2, which is what I'm doing. But I'm like struggling to know if they took that into account, the 2/2 in their 6x6 design. I'm not sure. So anyways, here is Santa. He's adorable. It might just be him. So, and I'm okay with that. So there's, you know, all the words into All a Good Night. I could probably fit in the coffee mug and the little mouse down there. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit in the letters. However, I like totally went way, like this is way more than 2 inches, I think. It's probably like 2.5 inches or more. So they're not even. Anyways, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I did. But I could probably fit the words up top and do them a little bit differently in a different font, a smaller font. So we live and we learn. I think this is going to be the hardest lesson that I have to learn and learn to break, is just, I don't know if it's because I am so nervous of like wasting stuff, like fabric. I don't know why I'm having a really hard time with extra fabric, but anyways, this was just a fun thing. You know, if I ever do a full coverage, I will definitely triple, quadruple. I will just order the biggest piece of fabric, and whatever gets wasted gets wasted. So anyways, that was my Lizzie Kate. So that's the thing I've been working on second most. And then my Christmas sale, which is not going so well. It's not going bad, but it's not going great. So here is my Christmas sale. You're gonna say, Kelsey, that doesn't look much different than it did before the last time we saw it. Yeah, it really didn't. So the only thing I've done is this, which this is going to be Marley standing over the bed of Scrooge. So you just see like 2 little feet. This is the bed, and you just see 2 little feet here, and this is Marley. He's got like the bandage on his head, and he's got like chains and stuff. So that's gonna be there. And then over here, it just came out last week, and I've just been so behind on this that it's for Christmas Story, and it's a staircase, and he's dressed as a pink Easter bunny, you know, the pink nightmare, and he's coming down the stairs. And then she had an alternative window, and it's the leg lamp, and it's just the leg lamp, and it's like all lit up. So I've seen a few people merge the two. So you have like the boy Ralphie coming down the stairs in his pink bunny outfit, and then over here in the corner is the leg lamp. I've seen that. A lot of people didn't like the Nightmare Before Christmas, so they put Ralphie here and the leg lamp here. I'm not sure what I want to do yet, but I love them both, so I may end up just doing the leg lamp here and then Ralphie up here. I'm not sure. But I'm really grateful that she gave us an alternative. I kind of want to wait and see. I think I'll just do, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. So anyways, a lot of you are very invested. You're either doing this Christmas sale with me, or you're helping me like kind of figure out it, because I'm not gonna say this has been disappointing, because it hasn't. It's really fun. I just, yeah. Now I know that with mystery sales, you don't know what you're gonna get, obviously. And yeah, I don't know. It's been really fun. But I almost like wish I just knew what they all were. So then I can like arrange them where I wanted, or get rid of the ones I didn't want. But anyways, it's still really, really fun. And I actually just saw somebody else doing a different Christmas movie sale. I'm never gonna remember who I saw it because it was like a really quick Flossmas. I probably shouldn't even brought it up because I don't know. But there's more of them out there. So anyways, that's what I've been stitching on. Now I think I will move to my Happy Mail to stay within my cross-stitching realm, and then I will move on. Actually, let me quick go over my goals. So my November goals were to work on Dale's fish, and I said to finish all the blues, and I pretty much did that. I have one blue to go, but I really went to town on the trees. So I definitely did way more progress on that than I thought I would get in November. My winter village, which I did not share with you because I did not work on it, I wanted to finish the school, the fence with the swings, and the horse and the buggy. So that didn't happen. My Christmas sale, which I don't even have out here, do I? Oh, I do. I worked on a little bit. So this is the one, my design. I love it. I think it is just adorable. Almost done. Almost done. I'm not sure what it says when you can't finish your own design, but I really do love it. I really, really do. And if you guys missed it, I created this little Christmas freebie for you guys. This is the freebie. We've got a church, a general store, a bakery, and a toy store. Somebody commented and was like, you should add on to it every year. And I was like, that's actually a really good idea. But if you are interested in this little Christmas village stitch, it is linked in episode 7. So I wanted to finish it by November 14th and then have it FFO'd by December 1st. So that didn't happen. And then my last goal was just to keep up weekly with my Christmas sale, and that didn't happen either. But one of you did say that if I reached all my goals, then they weren't challenging enough, and they weren't what was the word they used? I can't remember the word they used, but they wouldn't have been like worth it. If I got them all done, it was like they weren't hard enough and were too easy to accomplish. We'll just say that. So I'm going to make goals for December. I really liked doing that. I haven't made them yet because I kind of didn't know where I was going to be with everything, presents that I've been making. And so now I feel a little bit better about that. Okay, let's do Happy Mail. All right, so from my mystery box, I got a bunch of kitted. It's amazing. Like, so many kitted treasures and fabric. And again, I don't know who you are because it just had L and then your last name. So I know your last name, but I'd love to know your first name. So then I can write you a card. And if there was a card, I didn't see it or got lost or something. But I got this one and another one by Hands On Design, which I'm not sure where it is right now. And then I got, first of all, look how cute these are. These little, I don't know what I would do with them, but they're just adorable. Love them. And then we got, so these are all kitted. Everything, all these are kits. So Home Sweet Home. I love this. This I'm going to put in my car. So Adventures with Stitching. Alicia It's either Alicia or Alicia. I've heard a few different people pronounce her name differently. But anyways, she was talking about her friend. She went to meet her friend for coffee, and they were going to cross-stitch friends. I think they met on Flosstube. And she was so excited to go, she forgot her cross-stitch. So when she got there, her friend was like, no worries, I got my car stitch, my emergency car stitch. She was like, what is this? And her friend just pulled out like a little kitted thing, something like this. And she's like, you know, if ever I have to go somewhere and like wait, or, you know, doctor's office, you're stranded, whatever, you have a cross stitch in your car that you can always work on. So the minute I heard that, I rushed and found something little, and it's a Christmas thing. I'll show it to you later. And I put it in my car, and I've done it twice where I've had to wait for my grocery pickup. I had to wait an hour, so I was glad I had it. And then, what was the other thing? Doctor's office. So I was so grateful I had it. So I'm sure once the Christmas season is over, I won't want to be stitching on Christmas. So I will throw this in my car, and I will have this as my emergency kit, cross stitch kit. How genius is that? Like, seriously, so genius. Okay, and then we've got these beautiful flowers. This is a Janlin kit. And then this is It's So Emma, which makes me feel so cool. Granita? And she has it kitted, but she's got pink in there. And I kind of like that. I love just all the blues, but also like pink. This doesn't call for pink, right? I see something about pink on the back. Oh. See, I never even opened this up. Okay, so you could actually do different colors. You could do blues, grays, or reds, but I feel like you could totally intermix them, which I feel like is what she was thinking with this pink. So I think I like that idea. And this is really, really pretty. Like, I would be interested in doing this one. It's not too crazy where my brain doesn't hurt too much. All right, this is a Design Works, and it's a beautiful peacock. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then Happy Everything by Diane Arthur. Looks like it was a Hobby Lobby. So, all the seasons. That's really pretty. And then, one more little dimensions. This could also be a car kit. Like these little ones to just always like, okay, finish that one. All right, get another little one, put it in the car, keep it in your purse. Like, these ones are really easy to just transport. So that's really nice. And then she gave me some fabric. So some Ada, light blue. This is Lori Holt, Vintage Cloth by Lori Holt. Oatmeal. And then some 14 count Ada, which you can always use. Always. Always, always. All right, so that was my mystery happy mailer. Again, if you know who you are, please let me know. You will be getting a thing in the mail, but still. Okay, then the next happy mail I got was, again, ridiculous. This is by Rebecca. Rebecca is an avid commenter. I love her comments. She's very sweet. She's very nice. I feel like I know her. She sent me a whole slew of things, like a huge, huge, huge box. Massive box. The things I don't have with me right here, she sent me like a bunch of paper ephemera, scrap paper, like little ephemeras for like scrapbooking, stickers, yeah, that's mainly what I don't have here. My daughter is really into stickers right now, and Rebecca didn't even know that, but it's been the best thing ever because I'll just pull out a piece of scrap paper. The scrapbooking paper that she sent is like way too pretty, so I don't let her play with that, but I just have like little like cardstock, and I'll pull that out and like give her a few of the stickers because some of them again are too pretty for her to play with, but some of them I'm like, you can play with these, like it's okay, I'll share. So that has been a lifesaver, especially while I've been sick. It's been really nice. Okay, so she sent me a bunch of like unfinished things, kitted things, just so much. So I'm gonna try and go fast, but I wanna share it all because it's just so cool. Okay, so this first one is like a little dimensions kit. It's a little kitty cat. And I mean, she's got everything in here, the hoop and everything. So she just did like the little ears. That would be a good one for my sister to give her. She does not cross stitch. I'm the only one in my family that cross stitches. This is so cool. It's called Northern Lights by the Pigeon Coop. I just think that's really, really pretty. She's got it all kitted here with the black Ada and yeah, all the stuff. So, and the nice thing is, like, if I decide like, okay, I have so many things I want to stitch, I don't have time to do the Northern Lights, I can still use the black Ada, I can still use the DMC, like none of this is going to go to waste. And then stuff that I'm like not my style or I'm not interested in stitching, I can pass on to you, so none of it's going to go to waste. And I just want her to know that. I'm sure she does know that. Okay, this is a caterpillar cross stitch. I think it was a sale because the pattern is in parts, and actually I don't even know if I have a full picture to show you. It might only be the pattern. Okay, so it's the Hello Sunshine caterpillar cross stitch. So I don't have the picture, but I'll show you. You'll probably recognize it from her progress. So let's see. Yep, it's just this. So really pretty. It looks like something I could put in my daughter's room. Really, really pretty. And it's got all these fun, she's got all these fun floss drops from It's So Emma in here. So that is that. And then this is the Cat City. I actually haven't opened this. Oh, it is stamped. Oh, and she did start it, actually. I didn't realize she started it. I don't know if I can show you this. I think I can, right? Yeah, I think I can. So, it's the Cat City. It's stamped. This is, like, a part of it. Here's what it will look like up here. It is really pretty, and I'm, like, really... I'm like really wanting to stitch it, but also like just don't know. There's just so many things, right? So I'm not sure about this one, but it's so pretty. All right, we're getting close to the end here. All right, this one I really love, and I think I will end up stitching it. It is Relaxing Time Cross Stitch Harbor 2. That's just really pretty. I love landscapes. I love houses. I love boats. I love the water. So I'm not sure where this is supposed to be, but I love it. So she's got it all. And the other thing though is this is also stamped. So I've never done stamped. I'm sure it's not hard or much different than regular cross stitch. Ooh, actually it might even be easier, because you can actually see what you're supposed to do. This might be interesting to just like try, you know, how to practice on stamped. All right, and then we have a, oops, let's see, a dimensions kit, the gold collection, and it is called Fall Fairy. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And here's where she started, and this is the fabric she used. So pretty. This is probably not something I will end up stitching, but would love to pass on to somebody if it's like one of your unicorns or something like that. I don't think I want to do it as a giveaway. I'd love to give it to someone who like really wants to stitch it. So, and it comes with the beads too. So it's got all of this. I think it's got all the thread too. I have to look. Alrighty, and then we got another little hoop and this cross stitch book, magazine, which I'm really excited about because I wanted to stitch this. And I saw on the Redley, I've been saying it wrong, guys, the Redley app. I saw it, but it's just nice to have it in person. Like a physical copy is just really nice. You can always like transfer it to like Google, a Google document or a Word document and print it out from the Readly app, but Redley, oh my gosh, Redley. But anyways, there's a lot in here that I like, so I'm really grateful for that. And then the last thing is for my mother-in-law. She just was like, I'm done with all my cross stitch. I'm not cross stitching ever again. So she gave me all these like little pattern books and stuff. A lot of Cricut collections. Some of the most terrifying things I've ever seen in my life. We've got some Christmas ornaments. Ooh, we've got another thing of Christmas ornaments and stockings. You know, a little clock. Country, very 80s. So I went through a lot of these, and there are a few things I can pull from them. Some stuff are a little bit too dated for my style. Okay, so I think that's all my Happy Meal finally. Rebecca also gave me a bunch of more project bags, like a bunch. And I believe she gave me some of this fabric too. I started to put everything together, and so then I was like, who gave me what? So I might be wrong on this, but I got 16 count dirty Aida. This is 14 count navy Aida from Zweigart. 2 of those. And then a Witchell Ada, Stony Point. I really love this like grayish green color. It's really pretty. So I think I touched on pretty much everything I got. I might be missing a few things because I was too excited and I just like started doing things. One thing I forgot to share was my autumn stitch. So, I've shared this many times. It's called an ode to autumn. I think it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I totally love it, and I finally have everything, and I have started it. So I've got all my floss. Look at these colors. They're just perfectly fall. And then, remember I had to order a few more things. So I had to order this like, let me take it out. I had to order this like shimmery DMC. This is C725. I had to order an extra one of these, and then I needed beads for the pumpkins. Somebody asked me where the beads were. They're right here on the pumpkins. So really, really pretty. And I just spent like a day on this, so I haven't gotten very far. I wanted to make sure it would fit on my fabric. I knew this way was plenty long. This is like plenty. But this was really cutting it close this way. And so look at my borders. This is the end here and this is the end here. So it fits. Mounting it's gonna be interesting, but I can use, you guys have taught me the trick about adding some fabric and stuff, so I think it'll be all right. But again, it's just one of those hard lessons that I have to learn. A lot of you have reached out and said that you would love to do a sal with this one, and I would be very interested in that. I know Seattle Stitcher wants to stitch this, and somebody else had mentioned it in their Flosstube, and I can't think of who it was now, but I would be very interested in doing that in the new year. I don't know if it would be my new start for the new year or if I would start a little bit farther back, like maybe in March. I'm not sure. If you are interested, let me know, and we can kind of try and figure out to get a date so then you can get all of the stuff that you need ordered and we can start that. All right, I'm gonna put these in here. Beads in here because you need to get beads and all the DMC, and it's not much, but I had to order some of the DMC because my place did not have it. All right, so that is all of that. Two things that I recently got. If you watched my stitch along, my husband sweetly gifted me this amazing clamp light. It is ecologicmart.com. It's from Amazon. Comes in this really nice like wool case. It's rechargeable, and it's got 3 settings. Let's see. And they are bright. And then it also has, hold on, different, 3 different colors depending on your preference. So it's got like I like the white light. There's like a blue light and like a yellow light kind of. So I will link this below. It is not an affiliate or an ad or anything like that. It's just a really great, it's an early Christmas present because one night I was like severely struggling to see the fish stitch. And so Dale went downstairs and got this and said, all right, this is your early Christmas present, and it's great. And I think he said it was $8. He said between 8 and 13. So it wasn't expensive either, because I know like you can buy a Stella Light or all these other brands and they can be so pricey, and this works so good. The nice thing about the clamp, I was going to show you, is it's got this little flippy end, we'll say. So it really clamps onto any surface. It works with my Q-snap, it works with my hoops, it works with my stand, anything. And I was using it as a book light the other night too, so it's got probably a lot of uses. But anyways, great. I will try and link it below. And then I went thrifting. Surprise, surprise. And I got a bunch of things, but I think I will do a separate video on all the things that I thrifted over the last 2 weeks, because I've been doing a lot of thrifting, because I do a lot of Christmas shopping that way. There's just a lot of good stuff that you can find, and sometimes just as is, or sometimes you have to do a little DIY to make it work. And so yeah, I have a lot of stuff to share, but I think I would do that in a separate video. But I thought these were appropriate. I've seen a lot of people use these in finishing for cross stitches, and I just thought they were so cute. They were really cheap for these. These can run extremely expensive. I have been looking for some of these for a while, and everyone that I have come across this size is around $40, and everyone around this size is about like $20 to $30. This was like $6 and this was $10. So that is very reasonable for these. These are kind of in high demand. I just put some fabric on it just to like display it, but if I ever did like a long like scroll cross stitch, I could like wrap it on here and have it hang down. I think that would be really cool. There's a lot of different possibilities, but I thought these were super cute. All right, so now, let's do the giveaway, and then I will switch over to different crafts. Okay, so you guys caught me again. I am really bad at pronunciations, so if you haven't already known that. So the giveaway from 2 weeks ago, I called it a crow's nest. Let's see. It says, "Thy crow nest the day with thy bounty." It's not crow nest. It's crown est. So like a crown, like the crowniest is how I'm remembering it. A few of you were like, "Oh, I don't want to make you feel bad, but that's not right." And I was like, it's fine. In my world, crown nest is not a word. Maybe it is in like 18th century England, I don't know, but in my world, crown nest is not a word. So I was not offended because it is not in my vocabulary. So, and to be fair, there are crows on here. So there are 2 crows down here in the corner. There's also a crown. So, I mean, take it however you want. There is no nest, however, but there is a tree, and there's 2 crows, and there's a bunch of crowns. So it is, "Thou crown nest the day with thy bounty." So if you remember, it's got this, and then inside we have we have a "Backdoor Friends Are the Best," a coffee break stitch. And then "Bright Birds" by Kathy Barrick, but I only have the pattern, so I can't show it to you. So there's actually, this is like a 3-in-1. And the winner of this is Maggie Reitman. or Rittman, or no, I think it's Rittman. So Maggie, let me know your in the description box I have my email address, so email me your address and I will get this out to you. I'm not going to be doing a giveaway today because I am saving up for next video, which is going to be the last giveaway of the year, and it's going to be a big old bunch of all sorts of Christmas stuff that I have been thrifting and finding and gathering. So we'll wait till next week. It is all Christmas themed, and I know it's probably like, oh, but I want to start stitching Christmas things. I didn't really have my SHIT together, so I probably should have done it in November, but it's okay. You can do it next Christmas. Or some people stitch Christmas all year round, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Okay, so now I'm going to switch to my other crafts, and if you want to switch off, you are so welcome to, and it's been a great chat with you today. Okay. We're just gonna go right into it. So the reason I have been kind of busy and haven't gotten a ton of stitching done is because I've been working on Christmas presents. Both of these things are not my patterns. They are patterns I have gotten off of line. This one is by Ohyaystudios. She is on Instagram at Ohyaystudio, and she's ohyaystudio.com. And she had a pattern for these Disney dolls. I will insert a picture here of a set that I've already made and sold at my craft. I sold them at my craft show a couple weeks ago, months ago now. So here's Moana. They're just little felt dolls. Here is Jasmine. How cute are these? And I'm working on, can you tell what's gonna be? Her hair goes like this. Whatever. Anyways, Snow White. And then I have to do Cinderella, Ariel. Is that it? Yeah, Cinderella and Ariel. I was toying around. Oh, and then I make this zippered pouch that it goes in. And so these are for a friend for her niece. So I need to get going because they're for Christmas. So I need to really start working on those. I was toying around with the idea of adding Tiana from Princess and the Frog. But you know what? I'm not sure. I'd have to like create that pattern on my own because she doesn't have Tiana. But anyways, so cute. And then the next thing I made, which I am literally so shocked by, are these makeup bags, these travel makeup bags for my sister-in-laws. So they have handles on each side, boxy, and they've got little charms. This one's just like leaves. And my one sister-in-law loves like fruit and lemons, and then on the inside it's all quilted, and if you can see, all of the trim has like piping. It is like the fanciest thing I've ever made, and it honestly wasn't even that hard. I'm like a intermediate sewer, so by no means am I an expert, but this was so fun. And this is from Center Street Quilts. Right now, actually starting today, she has a sew-along with this exact pattern. It's called the Holland, is it Holland? I think it's called the Holland pouch is what this is called. Comes in 3 sizes. This is the large, so you can also get it in a medium and a small. But I love it. So I made that one for my one sister-in-law. Her name is also Kelsey. Also Kelleezielke. And I made this one for my other sister-in-law. It's like a friend's pattern. This one is filled with her presents, so it's very heavy. And then I just ordered a charm from Amazon. It's like a friend's charm. It's the door. So it's like a purple door with this picture frame on it from the TV show. Let me see if I can show you the inside. The inside I made of hers, I made purple. Hers I did a little bit more quilting on. I did these like diamond quilts, and then yeah, I did like purple, like the door from Friends. So those two things I made, and I am very, very excited about them. I just think they're beautiful. And then the last thing that I crafted were just every year I go all out with my gift wrapping. I just love to gift wrap, and I also always make gift tags. So this year, this is my gift tag. And I actually just sewed right onto the paper. I just cut out 3 different shapes. Well, actually what I did was I just took scraps and I sewed them all together, and then I cut them into a tree shape. And they're all different. And then I just sewed them right to my paper. This one I did a little wonky one. So, yeah, and then I'll just write their name like down here. Nothing crazy, but like I had so much fun making them. All right, so that is my video today. Thank you for staying this long. I know it was a long one. Thank you for all the happy mail to you guys who sent them. You really don't need to send me happy mail. I do this because I enjoy it, and it's just really fun to get to know you guys and talk about cross stitch and crafts and all the things. So thank you so much, and I will see you hopefully next week for Flosstube number 9, and I will do a big Christmas giveaway, so stay tuned for that. All right, bye.